Oh, are you filming already?
Say hi.
Yeah, what's up?
Alright, right now, we should be leaving with the students at 8:15. 8:15. Also, the students should have filled out their pre-trip activity, demonstrating their knowledge about what happened during the Battle of Lexington and Concord and the events surrounding it. Yo, Matt, is this fake Concord? Best beat ever.
Yeah, this is the best beat of all time. All right, we successfully made it to Lexington. We're on the way to the Hancock-Clark House right now. All right, we're at the Hancock-Clark House. It's gonna be the first stop on our field trip.
This is where Paul Revere went to warn Hancock about the British troops coming.
On the actual field trip, we're just gonna have all the students going to the actual museum. For now, we're just staying outside of it. All right, right now we're at our second location on the field trip. We're at the Buckman Tavern, right there. This is where the colonial troops met prior to the battle. On the actual field trip, the students will all be given a tour of the tavern.
It's actually kind of cool. It's this like self-guided interactive thing where you run around and wave a wand at these audio prompts, and it starts teaching you about each thing inside the tavern. Oh, and here's the montage.
It tastes good like soul food. Parked up outside in the old school. The new me back with the OU.
Making the trek to the old Belfry right now. Alright, this is the third stop of our field trip. This place warned the people with that bell up there. The Battle of Lexington and Concord was starting. That's when all the people got ready to fight the British. Alright, right here we have a nice little open space where the kids can gather and eat their lunches after Belfry Hill. So at this point, we're gonna be going to Concord.
All right, we arrived back at the bus, ready to head over to Concord. All right, guys. So on the ride over to Concord to kill some time, keep the kids interactive, keep them engaged, we are going to be.
Checking in at the Northbridge Visitor Center right now. Alright, me and Matt are gonna head back to Lexington for the final 2 stops of the trip. We couldn't really do a whole lot at the bridge because there was tour guides talking. We didn't want to disturb anyone, but we did go. It was very nice. But yeah. Here's some pictures of the bridge, by the way. And here's them reenacting the shot heard around the world, because that's where that was. And also the Minuteman guide that I overheard said that the British shot first, so I guess that's what they're saying. Anyways, cue the montage.
Soul food. Parked up outside in the old school.
Keep left to merge onto I-95 North.
I'll include like the Still Survive around the fall.
Alright, we're at our 5th stop here. We just got back from Concord. Now we're at the actual Lexington Battle Green. And this is where the actual battle was fought. There's a lot of monuments in here, things for the students to look at.
What we really wanted to do was take the students to one of those simulated battle things, but apparently they don't offer them in the actual battle green, which is kind of stupid.
Also a nice big field where they can, have some fun, mess around a little bit, maybe.
Right now we're at the fitting final stop of the field trip, the old burying ground for the soldiers from the Battle of Lexington that started the war. It's mainly known as where British soldiers were buried, but also many colonial soldiers were here. Today is Memorial Day, so we have to be very respectful, but gotta be respectful on all days, so the students need to be warned that keep the voices down. There is no one here today though, so take a nice stroll through the graves. Alright, so we're leaving the burying ground. That will conclude the Lexington and Concord field trip. The kids will be going back to the buses.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be going back to the car and going home.
Yes, sir.
Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7.
Alright, before we get to the last montage, I need to quickly explain the post-trip activity. We're gonna have the students do this like 6-panel comic strip telling the story of the Battle of Lexington and Concord in like a chronological order type thing, kind of like how we did the field trip. Get it? Alright, now here's the final montage.
Tastes good like soul food. Parked up outside in the old school. The new me back with the OU. The dog always find his way back home, and it's so true.